Hi, I'm Tony.
And I'm Hannah.
And we're
Watching movies. Bye, Sophie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, as you can see, we love dogs. Or at least I do.
Very much, Hannah. And that is why we went to go see Alpha, the brand new film to end the summer right. I believe that this is going to be the film that will defy generations to come, due to the great history that it's given us about dogs. The origin of dogs is finally explored here, ladies and gentlemen. Alpha is now in theaters, and it explores the story of Naboo.
Kida.
Whatever. But he's on his way to adulthood. His father is trying to teach him by hunting, by creating spears, really becoming a man for the tribe. But then one day, an accident happens, and he gets separated from the tribe, and a pack of wolves attacks him, and he attacks back, and one of the wolves is injured, and he heals him back because he feels sad for him. They both are on a survival trip from then on to get back to the boys' Naboo's tribe.
Kida.
Yes, they want to get back to Kida's tribe. Safe and sound, and a relationship happens between these two, and really it wants to show itself as the origin of dogs.
Origins of man's best friend.
No, but what's interesting about this movie is that, yes, it's set in, I would say, the Ice Age, but in England, right? So, in many other countries, this could be depicted in many ways as well. This is just one interpretation of
Yeah, because
how...
there's all types of dogs all over the world. I mean, 3 different dogs here.
And I think that the story really went in deep as far as showing you how far a man will go for dog and vice versa, how far a dog will go for man as well. And I really did like it. It was actually a pretty surprising film. I had no hopes actually going into it. I do love dogs, but this one, if you look at this poster right here, I mean, it's like you're going to watch World of Warcraft or something. I mean, like, it just really just... I think even you mentioned it yourself, the music and the advertising was...
Oh,
did
yes,
not go with it.
it didn't go with how the movie went at all.
Made it seem very, just very TV special based. It's really not that at all.
No.
It's actually a pretty good film about survival and friendship between the two, but it's not thrown in your face. You know, not in a way that you're like, oh, okay, like, you know, they're gonna go through the motions of, you know, caring for each other and like trying to understand each other. No, it actually does it in a very subtle and fast-paced way also.
And if anyone knows anything about dogs or raising dogs, I've raised dogs my entire life. I've had them my entire life. I can't imagine my life without dogs. Every time that they would, he was kind of training Alpha, it was funny because it was like, yeah, that's exactly how some dogs are. You have to teach them to be the alpha dog.
And I really did like how they didn't hold back in showing just the graphicness of like the snow and the environments and everything like that. I thought it was pretty effective as far as like what they were going through.
Yeah, the way they did the camera work and the colors and the tones that they used with all that stuff really helped you feel that harsh environment.
Going into that, the cinematography was really good too.
Oh, the cinematography. You hear it in every video that I say that's one of the most important things in the movie for me, and oh my gosh.
Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work, but very just a nitpick. It didn't really work sometimes.
Yeah,
Also
most of the time though, the stuff that they did in camera was great.
And the CGI sometimes didn't work for me either. Not too many times, but sometimes, like you said, the wolf, his head turn. I think you mentioned that the wolf's head
They
turn.
CG'd the wolf's face a lot.
It just kind of looked like
because they were trying to add emotion, but
it just looked like those calendars that you find with like the moon and the wolf and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I just don't understand why they did that. But other than that, yeah, it's a really good, effective movie. Does it match the quality of the summer movies that have been out so far this summer? No. I don't think a lot of people are really going to be quote-unquote running to this movie, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think a lot of people even know about this movie. I didn't know about it until a few weeks ago.
And like I said, if you did see the advertising for it, it's not the best, but
don't go into the movie expecting that kind of happy-toned movie. It's pretty serious. It's a pretty, like,
It's a pretty
serious movie about
Yeah,
that
and it is-
time. I don't think Missy would have lasted very long in the Ice Age. She's 10 years old and she's never going to get any bigger.
My final score for the movie would be a 4.5 out of 5. Thought it was pretty good, just a couple nitpicks here and there on the CGI and some imagery was necessary. The beginning too, I think they played a little bit with a little bit of a time lapse thing, and I thought that was unnecessary. But other than that, I think they're nitpicks. The relationship between the boy and the wolf was really good, and I think it should be a movie people go seek out. If anything, a rental on Redbox, Netflix, if anything.
Yeah. My rating for Alpha is going to be a 4 out of 5. Partially because the CG with the wolf really bugged me because, anyone who knows me knows that I love animals to death, and when they're CG, they kind of throw me off. But what threw me off is that they had a real wolf there, and yet they still chose to CG a lot of it, and then the CG on the wolf's face just kind of threw me off too. But other than that, everything else was fine. Like you said, a few of the scenery shots were not the greatest, but that was fine. I had no expectations going into this, like you said earlier.
Yeah. Go seek out Alpha, now in theaters. And also subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube channels as well.
And also our Twitter.
And
Yes.
please, keep loving dogs and watching movies.
Bye.